Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's Videoweblog. We are Sunday, March the 27th, 2016. So usually, Easter is supposed to be a day where you're going on an egg hunt, around the garden and all that. I mean, we did it until pretty late in my what was the last year when we did it in my garden? I think I was already way past 18. I mean, I'm only 22, but I think like when I was 19, we still were doing it. I mean, probably, I don't really know. So instead of chilling out, well, we moved out with the help of my parents from my apartment in Montpellier. Officially, I'm still renting, though I'm leaving the apartment on Tuesday morning. Around 11:30. But I'll be there way earlier, which means that I'm probably going to be inconvenienced. I don't even know if that's a word. By apparently the pest control. It would be really funny if pest control were to just fuck up my the whole enterprise of cleaning up my apartment just to find some weird beasts, yeah. Obviously, not everything is out of the apartment, as it's. I'm going to go there pretty early in the morning, and I will have to wait until the end of the morning to give back the keys. So yeah, there will be that. I'm gonna have to go back in the lorry to find the papers that I have to give, to the Guardian. I don't know what's the name. Yeah. So there's a pretty funny anecdote. After pretty much emptying my apartment, we went to eat because we left at the end of the morning, and it took until the end of the afternoon to do it. So we were pretty angry. So we stopped at a McDonald's, and I think I think I scared a kid, because McDonald's, they give out little balloons. So this kid hid his balloon full, and it rolled up to my feet, and I couldn't do much. I couldn't tell him, hey, come and get your balloon, because that's our society. I'm not really this kind of this weird thing where everyone doubts each other, and am I right? So I was like, I'm gonna wait, and if he comes and get it, say nothing. So he was really scared. Like, he was standing afar and was looking at his balloon and was like, shit. So he came up to my table, took the balloon, and suddenly screamed. I don't know. But he sure did scream, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna face the other way. Look at my parents who are eating. What a weird experience. I was like, maybe it's the beard. Do I look scary with my beard? Do I look scary sitting at the table alone, just alongside two older people? I don't know. But it was pretty weird. And then I was really asleep, but I couldn't go to sleep in the lorry because I had to look after my television. Because I'm not gonna say that my father drives recklessly, but there's definitely this element of danger, even on a very, flat road. Uh, that, well, I mean, there might be a bump and boom, there goes flying the television and I'm fucked. I was also scared because there was a lot of things that were well, glass. It could be jars, it could be glasses. Hell, there was even my mugs and my bowls that could break. They're pretty easily broken, I would guess. But I mean, I still haven't checked. I'm kind of afraid. Yeah, so and I got really tired because that's kind of the thing when you eat and there's nothing to do. Your body just and yeah, I was really tired, but I couldn't fall asleep, and my hand was falling asleep because of how tightly I was holding the television. So when we got home, I was like, well, I'm gonna maybe nap for a little hour or so. Woke up. I went into my bed around 7 or 8 p.m. Woke up at midnight. So yeah, and I mean, I can say that it stems from that moment where I slept for like 3 hours in the morning because I was feeling pretty okay. I mean, obviously there's the initial phase where you're like, I would just like to go back to sleep. Apparently, I could have done that since, yeah, we're leaving at 8:30. We left at 11:30. At 8:30, I was pretty much set to go. I mean, I was done with my breakfast. I only had to get dressed, to get clothed. I don't know. Dressed it's a weird thing because saying I just have to get dressed because a dress is something that I would say. I mean, that's kind of a generic word, but that's also the word to describe a very feminine piece of clothing. Yeah. So that's kind of. I mean, it just feels strange in my ears because we used the term get clothed, even though that probably doesn't exist. Yeah. So now it's almost 6 a.m. and it's a very bad idea that I don't go to sleep yet. But hey, now I'm not asleep anymore. I'm not sleepy anymore. I'm not tired anymore. I feel like when I'm going to go sleep, I will be tired. I wanted to take a shower for Christ's sake, and I haven't been able to do it because of just how late I woke up. So yeah. We switched the hours. That didn't have a lot of effect, because, well, I mean, I went to sleep after that, and yeah, we left way later, so I can't say much. I mean, even despite that, if I had gone to sleep around 3:30, 3:30, 3:40, would have said, yeah, okay, right. But I went to sleep. It was already 4 a.m. So that means 3 a.m. in winter time. But then I was in my bed and was like, well, I'm not falling asleep. That's awkward. So I waited. I watched some videos and I fell asleep around 5 a.m., which is 4 a.m. Is the kind of thing. So I guess that doesn't really apply anymore. I mean, I said, yeah, I typed in the description here, I'm gonna fall asleep around 4 a.m. So what the fuck do I know? By some standards, I fell asleep at 4 a.m. So that kind of all that matters. Yeah. But I really should go to sleep because the later I fall asleep, the later I wake up. The later I wake up, the later I fall asleep then, and the later I fall asleep then, the less I get sleep on Monday night. Because I'm obviously not gonna watch Raw, because I have to leave the house at around I don't know 7:30 or 7:45. So if I watch Raw, it's because I've been I had just woken up. I guess there's no other way around because now that we're back on the same the same time as the U.S. That's kind of weird thing to say. Now that we're back to being 6 hours in away from the US, we're back at a 2 to 5 a.m. Time slot. So yeah, that's a little bit complicated to get some sleep between the 5 a.m. because obviously Raw never ends at 5 a.m. I could watch Raw until I decide that, hey, fuck that, this is a bad go home show. And yeah, basically that's the whole thing. And I could go to sleep at 3 a.m. and I would be like, this was a bad Raw. I would be like in my bed looking up updates on Twitter until 5 and 5:10, 5:15 a.m. because obviously Raw always goes over time. But yeah. So I will definitely not be watching Raw. I will be in my bed at 2 a.m. just straight up on my back and be like, I'm not falling asleep. That's awkward. I have to wake up in like 4 hours. What is going on? Maybe I will finally binge on anime because, well, this is the end of the season and some shows start as early as probably April the 3rd, like ReZero. I mean, it's not ReZero, but yeah. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.